in Singapore.
Dharmvir cleared PMP, and as he's saying, he's from Singapore, and what a result he had. He cleared PMP with all above target. First of all, Dharmvir, congratulations on clearing PMP from myself and from the entire PMP
Living
community.
in Singapore.
From the entire PMP community on clearing PMP with all above target. First of all, how are you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling good. Thank you very much for recording this journey session with me. Really appreciate Sir Amit. I really followed you and all your tricks and all basically your journey. I took like my journey to clear the PMP. So it really, like you mentioned, always fascinating to clear the exam in this tough time, right? So I'm really happy for this, and I thanks you and other mentor as well, right? So I really thanks everyone in achieving this my important success, especially to achieve for the future something, right? And then getting like close to the one of the like the I would say the managing the world for the several toughest, newest, or the like new generation projects for the globe, right? So I'm feeling really happy for this.
Okay. Dhamir, can you give the context to us? Why did you even started PMP and all those things?
Uh, okay, so if I would say that I'm already in a project management role, I'm working as a project manager for one of the multinational company called Emerson in Singapore.
Okay.
So I'm already as a project manager working since almost in this role 7 8 years, right? It was my always dream to at least got certified since I'm working in this role.
Okay.
Industry, this is the power and automation industry. So we always do the project from means for various ranges, right? High to low. So uh, not new, but when I read the PMP framework and the all the practices framework, definitely there is some difference in the actual world as well in terms of the what the PMI say, right? So yeah, that was my the aspiration to got certified for the
Okay.
project management. Yeah,
Okay. So where did you took the test? Home or in the center?
I took on center because
Uh,
I'm having two kids at home,
Okay.
my
Okay.
wife, so it's very hard to really find those 4 hours quiet and peaceful. So I always choose like I always think that the center based test means center based taking the exam is really helpful, and it's a good thing basically, right? And it's open in this pandemic in Singapore, so yeah, it's not that like challenging to get the center. Yeah, it's quite easy.
Okay. So how much for the center was and how long it took you to reach there, and after how much time you started working on that, like exam and all those things?
Singapore is very small place, so it's from one to another and just 1 hour maximum. So half an hour for me, right?
Hmm.
And uh, I took the because I took this exam slot in last minute.
Hmm.
Uh, it's exciting for me to really share the journey since I was preparing for quite long,
Hmm.
right? And since I'm working like in a very tight environment at workplace, so very seldom find the time to study in detail the things, right? But since it's pandemic, uh, introduced by you and by other mentor as well. But firstly, by yours, I go through your videos, and then I found that yes, through the virtual learning, not like I'm not kind of learning from book. Actually, I'm not that good. So always feel boring for me. So I really studied through your videos and other videos on YouTube, as well as I took the Udemy course, the Prepcast, and then those things. Yeah. So basically, it's in giving the center base is helpful. I took 12:30 afternoon session, 12:30, and then I reached, I think, 10 minutes before, and I started even before that.
Okay.
And yeah, in terms of, if I continue, in terms of my exam 4 hours, how I spend, I basically make my mindset to clear that how to manage the time. That is more important in when before sitting in the exam, right? So I divided like 80, 80 and 70, right? So first 60, I about 81 minute I completed quite on time.
Okay. Okay.
And second 60, again, quite on time, 80 minutes, yes. And then from there, I left around 70 minutes, right? But on the third set, some like I can say that few questions were quite lengthy. Then your advice, your tricks, like read line, last line and then answer, right? And then I did the same. Means the for the lengthy questions only. And this way, I save time for my other questions, which are the two-liner or the uh, less lengthy, right? So those questions I read fully, right? There I make sure that I read the fully, and because I have time. So I save my time on the lengthy questions by reading the only last line and answer. Because I was quite aware that not whole exam is the lengthy questions, right? It's a mix. So that way I manage my time 4 hours. And I submit even like 1 minute before the time lost, right? So that's
Okay.
how I manage the 4 hours.
Okay. And okay, that's a very good explanation, especially following the principle of 80, 80, 70 minutes. It has been very critical for the students to clear the exam. How was the exam structured? Which area had most more questions? Stakeholder, agile, communication. Which area had more questions?
Uh, I find I can say in one term, my particular exam was tough. I can say because all 180 questions were like tough situations. I didn't find any my in my mock exams, right, which I took. I didn't find the way that the mock exam was having. But the area concerns wise, I can say the stakeholder communication was the stakeholder communication and the resource and risk was the having the most of the questions, right? These four areas. And on the framework side, I can see the hybrid and agile. I can say the exactly I got like the PMI say, right? 40% hybrid, 8% business, and 50% process agile, right? So same way I got almost like 50-50 percent the hybrid and agile, full of like hybrid and agile.
Okay, so full of hybrid and agile. But the predominant area of your exam was stakeholder communication, right?
Stakeholder risk management, communication management, and resource.
Resource. Yeah, so we can say that the people area stakeholder communication team, that is resource,
Yep.
and from the process, we can say that risk. So the exam is changing the same thing. What was your score in the prepcast?
Prepcast, I was scoring about 60 to 70, right? But consistent. I was taking, in fact, I took the back to back, the one trying to improve. But again, like I said, that I studied in a different manner, right? because on a workplace I'm quite busy, and I took my time, and I really not like prepared like hands on some like you always mention the risk, prepare the risk register type kind of document to go through your weaknesses, right? But definitely after giving the mock, I go through the wrong and right, means
You did
I
that.
complete. I
You did the
complete.
root cause. Yeah, you did the
Yes.
root cause analysis. That is one of the most
Yep.
important thing,
Yep.
that you did the root cause analysis. Because if you miss the root cause analysis, then the real problem comes. But as you
Yep.
are saying, you did proper root cause analysis, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, that's good thing. Okay, so any formula question?
Formula questions, no.
Any critical
They
path?
no critical path, no formula question. Scenario based SPI and CPI was two questions, right? And yeah, no formula, no critical path. Yep.
And any question related to XP and things like that, or the exam are mostly towards agile mindset?
It's for me, no XP, no Crystal, no other framework, no Lean, no Kanban, no theory, no I can say it's a pure agile for me, and it's a mix with the in a hybrid environment with the waterfall, right? So no straightforward asking for some tools. In fact, in agile or in waterfall, no, there is no straightforward question.
Okay, no straightforward question. Good. So you only did Prepcast or any other mock set also you did?
I took Andrew Ramdayal mock that series. I did that mock two times,
But
and
that they are easy. I guess they are easy when comparing to real exam and the mocks,
they
right?
are easy. They are easy. They are easy. I
Yeah.
found they are easy.
And
And
they are more towards the old pattern, like ITTOs and things like that. They are not
correct, correct.
they are not like, I used to recommend Andrew Ramdale a lot, but he has not updated his mocks. However, his live coaching calls are very good. His live
Yes.
his live coaching
So
calls are highly recommended.
agree, correct. So basically, I do those mocks, and other than that, I was having the one more mock series, which was quite tough, right? And I don't remember the name. Basically, I purchased in past, and that mock they updated, right? Because that was I took when I got the ATP, right? The training about a year back, right? So I continue with that, and that was quite tough. That was again having 720 questions. Andrew's 720 questions, almost all your coaching series, and
In
all the
coaching
week
series, in coaching
in
series,
the coaching calls.
we
Yeah.
have 100 questions. So you have gone through
Yes,
100, all 100 of
yes,
them.
yeah. Other than that, Rita's the questions set after the chapter, I also attended that, and Andrew Ramdayal's 10 questions for the weekly call, that right one. So I think I took almost 2000 plus questions before sitting in this exam. So that gives me enough preparations. That is the strong point for me, that I go through multiple mentor on this platform, and then I make my mindset how exactly need to sit, and then I think that's why I got clear this exam, because otherwise I'm not that consistent in my study, because I'm like almost 8 to 8 full day, quite tough for me to find the study time.
Hmm. Okay, that is a good thing to add. What was your study schedule actually?
Study schedule this time I consider at least at 2 months. Yeah, 2 months,
Okay.
around two plus months. I put myself in a bit depth study, right? And you will be surprised that this was my last day of my 1 year application of PMI,
Now
right?
that's a
So, so
that's a too much that's a too much risk to take. That's a too much risk to take, brother.
no,
Yeah.
actually, I given the 1 day tolerance in there. I put on 9th September, but then due to the center cancel my appointment, and then I called them and they given me the another center for 9th. But then again, I am working in a project management, so I know the how to take the risk, right? So I'm like quite familiar in risk environment as well. So I put okay la last day, right?
In
So
my opinion,
yeah,
still
it
in my opinion, still a lot of risk. Okay. So someone from the audience is asking, what was your state of mind during the exam? Some have reported they were thinking questions are hard, I may not pass. Now, this is something specifically in my last class, and I have put it on the video also. No matter how much you are prepared, you will feel while the exam, doing the exam, that I'm not going to pass. The exam is too much hard. You manage that time very well. But did you feel that thing while you were doing questions in the exam?
uh, see there is a strategy. We nobody knows that what questions will appear next, right? So when attempting a, let's say, two-liner question, right? It looks easy, right? But suddenly when you submit, it comes the four-liners, right? So it gives the kind of shock to the person, right? To attempt from where to start. So make the mindset, make the strategy, right? To save the time, because these questions are not more than, I believe, 40 50 questions, that lengthy questions, right? Because so to manage time on those questions really important. Try to not to spend too much time on those questions, right? So like always you mention in your calls, right? Mindset is the key to pass this exam, right? Because nothing comes from the book. It's all the scenario, it's a, like you always mention, it's a like problems, all are 180 are the problems. So make the mindset to solve something that give the direction to choose the right one,
Okay.
because that will give the some
Defining
confidence that yes,
defi-
defining.
defining the
Yeah.
defining the problem and going to the root cause of that
Yes.
and solving it in the best possible way. That's a very good way.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
my friend, you have given us a lot of information. Any final advice you would like to give to all PMP aspirants?
uh, I'll advise the people who are attempting to PMI, basically always follow the PMIism, right? What PMI say, uh, PMI code of conduct. That is more important. Once that is clear, this exam then remain is just the problem solving. It's a simple thing that how to solve in favor of your project goals or objectives, right? In favor of uh, uh, like resolving the conflict among the team in favor of everyone, right? Not the single one, right? That gives the right choice. So make a mindset to benefit in terms of the people, in terms of the project objective, in terms of your organization. That is the mindset need to create. That is the key to pass the exam.
That is the key to pass the exam. Thank you,
Yep.
Dharmvir Singh. Now you have given a lot of us information. Now we want to share three things with you, and we are going to request that you do these three things. The first and most important thing, each one teach one. Each
Sure.
one.
Yes.
Yesterday, one of my student, Ishtiaq, has helped to clear another of his colleague, and he told me in the group, and I was like, I was above the sky that this each one teach one is moving very fast. It's like a snowball effect, and suddenly the world become a better place, and that is my goal through all these activities. Secondly, write PMP questions. I want you to
Yep.
write PMP question, and you can share us with us, or you can share with your friends. I'll tell you after the call how we can use it and how it can help you in your continuous development. but you cannot share the real PMP exam question, but you can share the context of that questions according to like those questions referring the same context. Last, brother, today is Saturday and you have worked very hard exam, and I am 100% sure in that Singapore, so you have off tomorrow.
Yes, yes,
Time to celebrate,
yes.
brother. Time to
Thank you.
celebrate. Time to celebrate. Your family really have given. I am sure they have given up. I can see the paintings behind and all those things, that they have given so much time, energy, and space to you for this PMP to clear. But now this is done. Now is the time to stop, reflect, appreciate, and celebrate.
Really appreciate Sir Amir for your support, and I would say that yes, I'll do the way you are teaching. The same thing. I will help the people. I will try my best to help the people to pass the PMI. If they can come to me. I can advise, and I can share my notes and all those things, right? And definitely, yes, we have to grow this world for the peer project management, right? That's how we can create the a better world, by creating the innovative and good projects around the globe, right? So yeah, thank you very much, Sir Amir,
Thank you.
for your
Thank you very
support.
much for
And
joining.
I'm open to anyone from your group or anyone from YouTube or anywhere.
Sure.
I'm
I,
more than happy to share my like how I studied and how can one